My name is Lynn,
And my name is Sue.
and we are going to be talking about the history of the calculator.
The calculator has been a big part of our lives since we started working with maths. In this project, our aim is to talk about how the calculator was created, what people would use before the calculator, its history, and interesting facts about it. In this picture, you can see the timeline of the calculators.
The first calculator that was ever created was called the abacus. It was invented in China in 500 BC. It is a simple device for calculating. It consists of a frame with rows of wires along which beads are slid on. It could be used for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. It was invented more than 2,000 years ago. It was first used in Europe, China, and Russia, and is still used by merchants, traders, and clerks in some parts of Eastern Europe, Russia, China, and Africa.
After the abacus, John Napier invented Napier's bones in 1614. Napier's bones is simply a multiplication table showing the values for all operations multiplying a single digit times a single digit. The basic design included a base with 9 rows labeled 1 to 9 along the left-hand side. Numbers were inscribed on strips of wood or bone. It is still used in schools to help small children with multiplication.
After Napier's bone, the slide rule, also known as the slipstick in America, was invented. It was invented in 1620 by William Oughtred, and it was divided into thirds. It had numbers and line marks for calculations. It could be used for division, multiplication, roots, trigonometry, logarithms, and exponents.
After the slide rule, Blaise Pascal invented the Pascaline, also known as arithmetic machine, in 1645 at the age of 19. He invented the machine for his father, who was a tax collector, so it was also used for business. The gears only turn anti-clockwise. This is the first calculator that was produced in any quantity and actually used. It could only do addition and subtraction, with numbers being entered by manipulating dials.
And then electronic calculators were invented in the 1960s. The machine weighed 33 pounds at first and was the start of modern calculators.
Today, the calculators come in all sizes, colors, and shapes. In the beginning of the 1980s, calculators became smaller and pocket calculators were trending. Today, the most popular way to use a calculator is to use our smartphones. Now, we're going to talk about how calculators have impacted our lives. It made it possible for anyone to do simple and complex mathematics quickly without needing a room-sized computer or slide rule or graduate degree. The calculator has become a regular household item that many people uses. Here are some examples at how the calculator helps us. Children could use it to do their math homework, and their parents could use it to work on their taxes. It has helped many businesses grow and flourish throughout the years. It helps engineers develop and exciting producers, and it provides the financial resources needed by many companies to continually exist.
Okay, so what is the future of the calculators? So the future calculators may become obsolete and they may transform to artificially intelligent apps connected or integrated in our body to read our minds and solve complex mathematical problems for us when we need it. For example, if you are diminishing a house and you need to know how many tons of steel needed for the foundation or how many bricks needed for the walls, by thinking of it in your mind, triggers the calculator app and pops the answer in your mind. So, therefore, we could have a bright future of calculators while technology advances.
Who knows, maybe in the future we will have mind-reading calculators. Thank you for watching. And this is our bibliography.